I'd like to welcome you guys to today's adventure. We are in Selmier State Forest in North Vernon, Indiana, if I can learn to speak. And I tell you, we've been a little bit of everywhere, and we're not exactly sure about the trail we're on. It is called a self-guided trail, and it has other trails here, but the roads to get back to them trails are definitely not car friendly. And as you guys know, I drive a little Spark car, and it wouldn't take much to break my little Spark car. But we're here. We're going to check out this self-guided trail. And yeah, I would love to tell you how long the trail is and things about it, but it looks like it hasn't been, I don't know what you would say, upkeeped, or I don't know. Well, we're going to give it a shot. Let's do it. It's an adventure, man. It's an adventure. And hopefully I will become stoked. All right. After lots of time, we found the office, and they had a map of the trails, but it doesn't say how long the trails are. And the map is kind of crappy. I will get more into that before I close the video out. I will actually get on my handheld and show the map. And when we pulled up in here, I don't want to paint a bad picture here, because I don't want you guys to ever not visit, because I could be 100% wrong. But it had a creeper feeling to it. I'll get more into that towards the end of the video, or at the end. So I got to give this place a chance. We got to give it a chance, guys.
Make sure you use the bathroom before coming.
Oh yeah. Use the restroom before you come, because we haven't found a restroom anywhere. Oh, they got a bench. Now, I have to say, this is quite pretty. But then again, it'd be nice to know exactly where we're going. But this is an adventure, right? So what you and I do.
Yep.
So it is quite pretty.
Yes, it is.
Continue on, I reckon. Okay, this is an ongoing joke with my wife and I, but what you see right here is what I believe you call butterweed. The joke is, when we've been going to some of these adventures, we've been passing up a lot of butterweed. Southeastern Indiana is loaded with butterweed, and the butterweed you will see in farmers' fields because it fertilizes it, I believe. Don't quote me. And if you know the reason, leave it down in the comments so the other viewers can see. But anyway, I made that statement. I was like, wouldn't it be kind of cool? On one of our hikes, we actually hiked through the butterweed. So, even though that was just a small portion of butterweed, but it was still kind of cool. Well, it's not bad. I mean, I have to say, the hike is beautiful. Hands down, you know, it's making me feel a little stoked. But I would feel more comfortable if I knew exactly what to expect. But then again, adventure is an adventure if you know what to expect, right?
Right.
But I'll feel a little bit more comfortable if I knew exactly which way we're going and where it might come out at. And
We're going forward.
all right, compass. Well, she is compass for a reason. I'm lost, so I'm only being normal here. All right, let's get some beauty and try to enjoy it, because without doubt, you cannot deny how beautiful this truly is. I think one of my problems is never been here, but then again, I'd never been to Muscatatuck, if I said that right.
You did.
I've never been there, but instantly I fell in love. Then again, this ain't, I don't know. It is a forest. It's DNR ran. But I don't know. Let's continue on. All right, we can either go this way, I reckon, or this way,
That's it.
or this way. But that sign says this way. I don't know, should we follow the sign?
No.
Okay, the trail is absolutely beautiful. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And there's benches, let me swing around. There's benches, it seems like every so many yards. You know, I don't know if I got the bench on there, but you know, the only thing I don't like is to get to the other trails, you have to travel down some really horrible dirt roads that have freaking crater holes that swallows my whole tire on my little Sparky. So if you ever want to go to the other trails, you may need to get a 4-wheel drive. What they need to do is they need to dump a bunch of gravel on that so it's accessible to all vehicles. Then again, if you want to walk a little bit, you don't need a vehicle. That's always a thought. But without doubt, this is beautiful. It is really beautiful. And the trail's very wide. You know, it's almost walking up a dang road. In the forest. Because that's where we is. We're in the forest. So I'm starting to get a little stoked. Just a little bit stoked now. I know where we're at too. What the heck? What the heck? Wait a minute here. Okay, let me go out here and show you guys something real quick, okay?
Road back?
Oh yeah, we could. Let me show you something. Let me get out here and I'm gonna show you something, okay? Right where I'm at right now, we was here about an hour ago. Let me go around. Exactly 1 hour ago, we was here. We had pulled in here and basically was trying to figure out how we could find the office to get a map. Now, this is the road I told you about a minute ago. That's a godforsaken road if you have a small car. Here, let me show you. This road right here, it doesn't look too bad now, but up that way, it's horrible, especially if you got a small car. So what we did was we drove up that way a little bit. Then we came back because it was too dangerous to go any further for my little car. And we drove down here and made a right to go to the office to get the map. Then we went back out, went way over that way, a couple miles, and that's where we started on this trail, which is technically right there. But we was right here. Crazy. Okay, we're gonna have to backtrack out of here because if we was to go the road, it's an extra 4 miles. So we're gonna go back the same way we came in. I'm gonna get some more GoPro footage, but this time I'm gonna give GoPro footage of things I didn't get earlier. There's a bridge, an old concrete bridge it looks like when we first got in here. I'm gonna explore more into that when we get up to it. That's right at the beginning of the trail when we started. I got that on here, but maybe we can find a way to explore more on that. But right now, let's just backtrack out of here. Dang it. Well, we're definitely going to get the mileage in, but still, let's carry on. Okay, I tell you what, it's not a bad trail. It's actually quite beautiful. If it was better laid out, knowing exactly what you can expect and where the trails begin, none of the trails are marked, not that I can see. And if they actually put gravel down on some of these roads, it would be more accessible for smaller cars like mine. But beyond that, I don't want to sound like a complaint because this is absolutely mind-boggling beauty. It truly is, without doubt. Well, we got about another, I'm guessing, what, about a half mile to a mile? And we're going to come across that bridge. I'm going to see what I can get on footage. We're going to do our best to get something on footage. That's one of the reasons we came, because it has pictures. And that's one of the pictures we seen. Our friend Billy from Australia showed us that picture, like, yeah, we got to do it. But you know what? Our adventure's not over. We're going to other places, maybe not today, but we're coming back out to North Vernon. This place is loaded with places we can walk. Oh, hell yeah. And you know how we find most of these places? Either on the internet or just driving back from another hike. Do you remember when I said this trail branches off a little bit? Well, we decided to go off on one of the branches. We want to see where it takes us. So we are 100% going blind. We're hoping, don't quote, it might lead us to the river. The Muscatatuck River?
Yes.
Yes, ain't like we ain't been there a couple times before, huh?
Yeah.
So we're going to see. Let's get some beauty because this trail I haven't videotaped on, which it looks just like the other trail. Just saying. I tell you what this puts in mind is the horse trails we did in Selmier State Park. It reminds me just like them. That's what it puts me in mind of. I mean, the trail, as you see, it's very wide. Easy to walk on. Even though we've had lots of rain, which you've seen the puddles, I've been trying to catch some tadpoles in them, by the way. But I don't know if I picked up any. But, I mean, so far we haven't really walked through any mud. Yeah, the trail is taking a turn for way better, obviously. I knew once I got on the trail, I knew I would start becoming stoked. Now I tell you, when we first got here, there was 2 cars here. The first car pulled off, and the other person sat there in a truck. And he was making some weird sounds in that truck. And plus, there was a smell coming from that truck that is not a normal smell. You know, I'm not going to say what it might be making that smell, but I know the smell very well. Oh my gosh, look at this. So it had like a little creep factor when we got here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. What is that up there? That's a log. You know, it almost looks like a cat. Okay, let's carry on down the trail. But anyway, it had that creep factor to it a little bit. You know, it's just, you gotta, I don't know. You're in the middle of nowhere and you see something like that, makes you wonder. Then again, maybe it's me. I have a very untrusting nature about me. I'm working on that. I truly am. Okay, we're going to go down a little bit further. Actually, right about here. Yeah, I don't see the river anywhere in sight. And we're pretty deep into the trail right now. So we're going to probably backtrack back. And on the way back, oh my God, this is beautiful. I'll show it to you guys in just a second. On the way back, I want to get that bridge, but that's still quite a few miles that way. But you gotta look at this. Oh my Lord. Even though it's telephone poles, to me this is beautiful. Alright, we're headed out of the trail. We're backtracking. And we just seen a bobcat. No joke. We passed it off as a kitty cat, but I was like, that's no kitty cat. That's an awful big kitty cat. It was a bobcat. He wasn't a hassle to us. Didn't do anything. He was more scared of us, so he kind of ran. But sure enough, there was a bobcat. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, we're at the crossroads again. So we're going to try this trail, but not that long. Last one went down, oh hell, I don't know how far. We went down a couple miles. So we're gonna go down this one but maybe a half a mile. Just to see what we might see. You know, at least give every trail around here a shot. At least a little bit of it, right? Alright. I want to say here's some beauty you guys haven't seen, but the beauty is going to be pretty much like you've seen so far. But beauty's beauty, right guys? Now I want to come down this trail because way down that way I see something in the middle of the trail. And it looks like a big old log. I guess we're going to find out. Okay, we're gonna head back to the crossroads and head back the way we came in when we first got here so we can make it to that bridge. I'm hoping I could get better footage of the bridge. But we went down this far enough and be different if we knew where it was going. So what was these trails called anyway? It was what name did I say it was earlier?
Selmier Forest.
Self
Trail.
The self trail. I mentioned a compass. Is it a self trail because you're supposed to find your way? Because there's nothing labeled. Absolutely nothing. There was an arrow, 2 arrows, and that was it. There's nothing labeled to let you know where you're at, where you're going.
You go wherever you want.
That's right. In a way, that's beautiful. If you're adventurous, if you're into adventures like we is, that's perfect. Because truly, we've been on here for a little bit more than an hour now, and it's been perfect because we've been playing it that way. We'll take this trail, go down so far, backtrack out. Sorry, hon. I hit your hand. Then we'll take another trail and backtrack out of that one. You know, and then we take this one, we're backtracking out of this one. I mean, the adventure, it adds to the adventure, you know? Not knowing exactly where you're going to go. Not knowing where you're going to end up. That's the beauty. The adventure awaits, my friends. Let's get to it. Alright, I got some trail humor for you guys. Now, if you are true believers in Bigfoot, don't take this the wrong way. It's just trail humor, guys. I told Compass, it's like, why can't we be these people? You know, we're out hiking in the forest one day, and all of a sudden this big ape-like creature jumps out from a tree, 9 foot tall, black, hairy, and shouts and then goes roar at us, right? I said my only regret of that is I wouldn't have my GoPro going at the same time. But why can't we be these people? Now, I'm not saying I don't believe in Bigfoot. I'm not saying I do. How can I say I don't believe in something I've never seen? So, how can I say I don't believe in something that so many people has? So, you know, I'm still out on that one. Maybe one day I'll be able to see something that would represent Bigfoot. We keep doing the trails, which we don't have no plans to stop. You never know. All right, guys, we're on to that concrete bridge. A bandit concrete, I don't know what to call it. I have no idea. Alright, this concrete, old, historical, I don't know if it's a bridge. All I see is a wall, because right there. I'm going to try to get as much footage of this as I can. Should I be brave and walk across the wall? No, I'm not going to be brave and walk across the wall because knowing my clumsy butt, I will fall. But it's quite beautiful though.
Walk out a little bit.
I can walk out a little bit. You can get some more footage before we take out of here, but yeah, take a look at this. Alright, there you go guys. This is where I was at. Hope it's showing up. If you're ever in North Vernon, check it out. I was going to show you guys the map, but a map's a map. It could have been well marked, but then again, I don't see how it could be well marked because they didn't have any of the trails well marked. But beyond that, if you know where you're going, if you have a compass like me, which we're off the trail, so her name's Angie again. If you have a compass like I do, you shouldn't get lost. Whew! Quite the hike today though. I will admit, I actually broke a good sweat. But guys, until next time, thanks for watching. It means more to me than I can ever express. And on to our next adventure. Come on, let's get out of here. We will see you on our next adventure.